Have you really made an impression on her? I hate to say it, gents, but a lot of guys fall under the impression that they're making a good impression on a woman when in reality she's barely even thinking about these guys. It's sad, but it's true. In fact, you might be all infatuated with a woman, but in reality she's seeing and hooking up with some guy that you have no idea about. Hello world, Prince here, and welcome to my channel, Gentlemen and Scholars, where we aim to provide aspiring gentlemen and scholars with dating, self-improvement, and practical life advice coaching. So if you're new to the channel, definitely consider liking and subscribing and also taking a look around. But without further ado, let's jump into today's video. So for today's topic, we're gonna be going over, does silence make a woman miss you? In short, it's really circumstantial. I mean, does this particular woman even like you? Have you really made an impression on her? I hate to say it, gents, but a lot of guys fall under the impression that they're making a good impression on a woman when in reality she's barely even thinking about these guys. It's sad, but it's true. In fact, you might be all infatuated with a woman, but in reality she's seeing and hooking up with some guy that you have no idea about. It actually kind of reminds me of a woman I'm dating now. We'll just be hanging out and laying in the bed, and then she'll be scrolling through her phone showing me texts from different guys, and they're totally clueless to the fact that she's seeing me and we're hanging out together, but they're still persistent. In their mind, they truly believe that they have a chance. And these are guys that she may have went out with once, literally months ago, but they're still hanging on to that sliver of hope, hoping that she changes her mind. So in this case, no. A couple weeks of silence did not make her miss you, and no, it did not make the heart grow fonder. Okay, so now to play devil's advocate. So let's say you went out a couple times with a woman and you really did make an impact. Maybe you went out and you guys kissed a couple times, or maybe even hooked up, but for whatever reason, things just got a little squirrely. Maybe she doesn't really want to hang out as much anymore, or she kind of deprioritizes your calls. In this case, yes, I would most definitely stop everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, subscribe to join the Gentlemen and Scholars family. And consider checking out the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for free resources, Gentlemen and Scholars merch, book recommendations, consultation services, and our free Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook. Well, you'll learn personal development tips on how to build a successful life and become the gentleman of your dreams, style tips to develop an eye-catching, attractive, and unique personal avatar, and dating tips to attract, court, and keep the woman of your dreams. Visit the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for more. Now back to the video. So for those hard-headed guys out there, and I know there's a lot of you, let me spell this out for you. That means no liking posts. That means no viewing stories. That means no sending text messages or birthday messages or thank you messages. That means nothing. So you might be saying, hey Prince, that's kind of mean. Why are you suggesting that? See, I'm glad you asked. What we're doing here is we're creating the circumstance to where the only way she can get in contact with you is reaching out directly. So what I'm saying here is, if you give her an inch by constantly viewing her stories or responding back to some comment that she dropped on a post, this is just gonna cause her to tease you and play with your mind even more. And see, when you don't do anything at all, it's like she's kind of stuck. She can't tease you or play with you because you're simply not playing into it. But the caveat with this is you might end up losing her. But to me, it's kind of worth the risk, because who wants to deal with that anyway? It's better to let her go than to have her constantly teasing, playing with you, and frankly, wasting your time. And let's not forget your money. So in summary, yes, I would totally deprioritize a woman that's doing these things and demonstrating these traits and spend my time looking at other options. And yes, I'd go silent on this woman, better known as no contact. And like I said, I'd go find myself another higher quality woman and prioritize spending time with her. So gents, let's say she does reach out in the future. How exactly should you handle that? Well, I would, in the first or second text, be direct. And I try to get her out on a date. So the vibe here is I'm not allowing her to waste any more of my time. I'm not saying that, but that's the vibe. And if she's not with the program, I'd say, hey, no problem. Just let me know when you change your mind, and then I'd get off the phone. Never let a woman throw you off your game, gents. You gotta keep things moving. So in summary, yes, I would use no contact or silence to deal with women who are really just deprioritizing you and your time. They're not cooperative and really are just being problematic. Using silence or taking a step back can often get the other person's attention. So for me, it's really more of a mindset than it is a technique. But I encourage you to do this even in your interpersonal relationships, right? Like your friends, if they're not prioritizing you or taking you for granted, feel free to take a step back and use a little bit of silence. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. If you do have any questions for me, definitely feel free to drop a comment down below. And then additionally, you can respond to my email. I'll drop that in the description as well. Definitely let me know what you guys think about this one. Do you agree? Have you used silence yourself? Oh, and before I forget, definitely make sure you like and subscribe. But until next time, gentlemen and scholars. Hey gents, hope you enjoyed the video. And check out the Gentlemen and Scholars Club website for our free Gentlemen and Scholars Ultimate Handbook, free resources, book recommendations, consultation services, and some pretty slick Gentlemen and Scholars merch. GNS hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, notebooks, and so much more. Until next time, gentlemen and scholars.